You rappers on punishment. Papa dog, they be lying on they rubber. Everybody scared a little Linky, man, is evident. Feeling like 50 way back in North 3 or D. Talking about millions on mother. 301 screaming 4-4 on my Louis. Papa tags by the mode. Don't they dummy? Pretty much for a gold. Black and yellow with the boots and the ghost suit. We had the go-go last week. We don't really care who got last week. Riding the
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. This week's matchup featuring two teams who both came away with wins a week ago and know it should be a good battle today. It's the Browns going up against the Jaguars.
Well, Larry, with a sight of fans splashing in pools behind the end zone, we can only be in one place. That's Everbank Field in Jacksonville, Florida. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Between the Cleveland Browns and the Jacksonville Jaguars. First carry for Leonard Fournette. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. They'll look to throw here. It's caught right side. It turns. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Jags first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Fournette, a first down carry. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
To throw here on 2nd and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The running back, Leonard Fournette, his intended receiver. And now it's third down.
You know, every time we talk with people about the most important quality for a quarterback to have in the NFL, what do they usually cite?
Arm strength.
Yeah, and that's really way down on the list. Accuracy is one of the bigger ones, maybe the foremost one. That's what he needed on that play.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. And the D looking like they may blitz.
Patriot! Here we go now. Green, 39. Green. No. Check. Patriot. No. Check. Patriot.
Hearns, the man in motion right. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And it's taken in at the 9. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. First carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They go to Johnson again. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So it'll be first down here after the run. They go play action here on first down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. That'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. A play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
He'll look to throw. That's caught right side by Anderson. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll set up to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Back to throw again. Screen play, Johnson. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
A first down carry here for Johnson. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
2nd down following the run. Back to throw here. Flush to his right. He's going to let it go. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Barry Church. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
And not great starting field position here for the offense.
Set! Blue, landed! Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Watch it now! Here we go! Blue, landed!
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that is incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down.
All right, here we go. 3-19. Gone!
Now back to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
Now let's go. Green. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he'll have the first down as he's up to about the 18. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. No. Check. All right, here we go. Check. Patrick. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky. Leopard. No. Gone. Set. Green, 39.
Fournette running right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 11 more on that one and another first down. To Fournette. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. He'll drop to throw. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. They'll drop to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
But they're certainly being aggressive here. It's like being a sprinter in a 100-meter dash, exploding out of the blocks, trying to push the ball downfield. Guaranteed this defense better be on their toes. They're going to be tested all game.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. He's got a man complete. And running with the Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Browns were able to strike quickly for 6. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Jaguars getting set to go. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know. We know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A Very nice pickup of 33 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They'll run it again with Fournette. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and just like that, it's 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive, not much sense. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
All right, here we go. Back there to that Philly. Here we go.
They're going to look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the 2nd quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Johnson on the counter. And an alley to run. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Looking to throw. Flushed out right. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
give. This is their fullback. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. It's the fullback. His second touchdown on the season. And the Browns add on to their lead. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now out come the Jags. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. To throw now on 2nd and 10. Buying time to his left. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8.
Now let's go.
Back to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. Sorry, Larry, your hard work appreciated by so many men and women, but not today as we get back to the action in the second half. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. An update from that game going on in the Meadowlands. It's the Colts in that one that have grabbed the early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep. They've got his man complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. Fresh set of downs here.
Detroit! Detroit! Set! Blue, landed!
They'll set up a throw. Hauled in by Anderson, left side. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Let's go!
Now a handoff. Johnson. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Here we go now.
Again, it's Johnson. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Let's go.
Shift together here from the D-line. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 5 at the 4. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. And the offense inside the 5 here at the 4. It's 1st and goal. They come up in an offset eye. He'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Now D.D. Westbrook to return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319.
That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Here we go. 319. 319.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Myles Garrett in there for the sack, and he's closing in on that all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. The Jaguars on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Leopard. Leopard.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out. But I think Brown was able to recover, and they'll indeed hold on to the ball here.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he slings one that's incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. 3rd down here. And the offense looking to pick up the 1st down after the 2nd down incompletion. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a 1st down.
Checking the NFL scoreboard, they're in the 3rd at MetLife Stadium. And scoring yet again, the Colts extend that lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Hearns the man in motion right. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Watch it now, Barney. Leopard. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Well, he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So here's Brad Nortman now, as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. That's taken on the 25. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They built up that lead at intermission, and they're just continuing to pour it on right now, aren't they?
Locked into a really good groove right now. I don't know if it's just the play calling. I know the execution is really, really sharp right now, and all the playmakers are doing exactly what you expect. They're making plays, and right now, defense has no answer and no chance of catching up.
Yeah, they're just looking to turn anywhere for a stop defensively. Johnson jostles free, and he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he is knocked down from the side at the 44-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be a 2nd down. Play fake. He'll look to throw. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Robbie Anderson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns continue to roll. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call.
No. Check. All right, here we go. Green 39. Green
first down. He'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. So the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
Green, 39, back 99, Philly, here we go. Detroit!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This is Yeldon on the dump off. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
Green, 39, Green, 30, Leopard.
They'll look to throw here. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Detroit! Detroit!
Meeting the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. It'll be a gain of 4. And they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Green, 39! Here we go now! Green, 39! Detroit! Detroit!
They go play action here on 1st down. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on and it's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. Swatted. There he goes left side. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed, I did, my good man. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give him credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Fielded about a yard deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
Detroit! Detroit!
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
He'll look to throw. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. Well, clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit him over the top.
They'll run it with Johnson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And he's brought down. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Johnson running left, and he'll be taken down at the 34. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. On the ground, this is Johnson. And he's going to be run over. Hit hard as he'll be marked down right at the line of scrimmage. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. That'll be their 2nd, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Let's go! Green!
Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And a short gain down to about the 33. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
A road win.